Hello guys and welcome back to another video. And today's video is Championship Matchday 4 and Premier League Matchday 5 predictions. Now today we missed Matchday 3 and 4 for the Championship, which would have been 2 and 3 for the Premier League. Because I was on holiday, I had a nice relaxing holiday. That means we're 2 game weeks into the Prediction League. This is game week 3 of the Prediction League. Now it'd be interesting. The table is very close still. I'll let you know how to enter the Prediction League next clip. But anyway, please make sure you either like and subscribe on today's video. Make sure to turn on the bell so you know whenever I post. And check out the community tab because that's where the Prediction League is. And you tend to get early access than waiting for a video. Anyway, let's get into the Prediction League. First is Harry with a point gap back to Tristan and GD77. Joe and Riley are on 32 I mean. Drew and Ronnie on 31. Jake's on 30. Then it's a 2-point gap back to Lurkers. A point gap back to Jack BCFC. 2 points back to Villafan, James M and Josh. Then a point back to Bray. Kieran, me, myself and Luke are both on all on 22. Ethan is on 21, then it's 3 points back to Malachi, Creeper and Charlie who are on 18, and then it's Alex on 17, OTR on 13 and Blue Terrier on 10. I've had a very disappointing start to Prediction League. I'm 12 points behind, sat in 16th place, very disappointing. Hopefully I can rise up the table, but right now there's 13 points separating the top 18, and that is incredible, and let's hope it stays like that. Anyway, if you want to join the league, leave your score predictions in the comments. The games will be in the description, and yeah, you'll join the league and you'll score points for it. The point system will also be in the thingy as well. Anyway, let's get into predicting, which is the exciting thing. Right, Hull versus Sheffield United, which is the Friday night game. Now, this game, Hull haven't really started well, and Sheffield United have started very well. And I was looking at Hull's squad, and looking at their squad, you'd thought they would have been better with the squad that they've got. Whereas Sheffield United, they've got 2 wins and 2 draws so far. And yeah, I think starting from -2, they find themselves on 8 points, which is beating some of those that are started on 0. So, yeah, I think in this game, I think Sheffield United will win this game. I think they'll win it 2-1 because, yeah, I think they've just got the better squad and they've got a joke of a squad for the Championship. On to Millwall versus Luton. Luton haven't really started well. Well, two sides haven't really started well, really, for where they probably are. Well, Millwall probably around where they are, really, but Luton, they're significantly down on where they are, where we think they're going to be. But, yeah, I think Luton will win this one, and I think they'll start a turnaround, and I think they'll win this game 2-0. Leeds versus Burnley. Now, this game, I'm giving you a spoiler. I'm backing Leeds for this one. I think it'll be a close game. Burnley have got a good squad. Leeds have still got a good squad. I think Leeds edge this 2-1. I think they've started really well, considering I thought they'd struggle when they lose Somerville and Gray, but they haven't. They've adapted to it, and key players have stepped up. So yeah, Leeds 2, Burnley 1. Oxford versus Stoke. Now this is 2 teams that have started the season pretty similarly. Oxford are in 9th and Stoke are in 11th. Now Oxford are at home for this game and Stoke are away. Oxford are good at home. Stoke, I don't know how good they are away, but I'm going to go, not an Oxford win, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I think this will be a fairly even game. Swansea versus Norwich. Now, I believe Norwich, for the last game week, I got this score prediction bang on. In fact, I did, and spoiler alert, I'm going for the same prediction. I think this game will be 2-2. I think the squads are very close on paper. I think they're very well evenly matched. They've got goals in them. And that's why I'm predicting a 2-2 draw. And hopefully, my second consecutive Norwich correct prediction. Watford versus Coventry. Now, Watford have started this game off as high flyers for the season. They started the season off with high flyers, and I believe they are somewhere in the top 6. Yeah, the third. They've started really well. Coventry on the other end, they've started really mixed. I think they find themselves low in mid-table. But yeah, I fancy Coventry to start climbing up the league now. And I think this is where they start it. 2-1 win to Coventry. Plymouth versus Sunderland. Now Plymouth, they've started the season off pretty badly. They found themselves in 22nd, not winning a game so far this season. And I think that, spoiler alert, that streak continues against a very decent Sunderland side. Who find decent? They're one of the best sides in the league. Sunderland are top of the league right now, and I think Sunderland win this game 3-1. Sheffield Wednesday versus QPR. Now, Sheffield Wednesday are another one of those teams that I predicted very high up, and they haven't started very well. And QPR have started mixed. They found themselves mid-table, which is where I predicted them. I think I've said this multiple times in this video. You're going to get sick of me saying this. I think Sheffield Wednesday start their turnaround, their mini turnaround, which I think is going to happen, and they win this game 2-1. Home advantage plays a real big part with Sheffield Wednesday, and yeah, they win this game 2-1. Borough versus Preston. Now, Borough have started this season off very well. 2 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. Preston, on the other hand, have started this off sacking loads of managers, winning 1, sacked 2 managers, winning 1 and losing 3. Now, this game, I think Borough keep a clean sheet, and I think they win 2-0 and they continue off this very good start to the season they have had. And yeah, I don't think you can really, I think they've got a very good squad, and that's why they had a very good start. I thought we'd struggle against Cardiff, but no, they proved me wrong. Blackburn versus Bristol City. Now, yet again, I got this the Blackburn score prediction correct in game week 2, and I'm going with the same score prediction. I think this game is going to be a 2-2 draw. I think Blackburn, they look very good in the derby. I mean, I watched the highlights, and yeah, they look very good. Tyrus Dolan look very good. Bristol City, they look very good, but they look like a side that can concede goals as well. So a 2-2 draw, I think, is a fair result, and that is my second 2-2 draw of the video. Derby versus Cardiff. Now, Derby have 2 teams that have started this off very mixed. Derby have started this off with 2 wins and 2 draws, and Cardiff has started this season off not even winning a game, 1 draw and 3 losses. Cardiff win this game for me by 2-1. Cardiff, I think, looking at the squad, it's a very good squad for this league, and I think they need to do better, and I think they start doing better now. Pompey versus West Brom. Now, Pompey have started this season off alright. I mean, they haven't won a game, but they've had very tough fixtures, and they've drawn 3 and lost 1, which, for a very tough start, is a decent start. At home to West Brom, they could win this one. I mean, they started off alright at home, but I think West Brom will just have too much for them, and I believe this is my second 3-1 in this video. I think West Brom win this game by 3-1. Now let's move on to the Premier League score predictions. Southampton versus Manchester United is the first game in the Premier League to predict. Now, Southampton have started the season off very badly. Russell Martin has kept his style of play from the Championship of trying to play out from the back, and it's made them get punished a lot. We had 23 shots against them. We very easily could have scored more. And I hear Southampton fans saying, "Oh, we dominated you, but you only created 7 shots." We had about 50 corners that game. But yeah, I think Man United win this game, even though they've had a very mediocre start so far. And I think they'll win this game 2-0 because I think the Southampton is so bad, and I think they'll end up going down because of it. Brighton versus Ipswich. Now, Ipswich have had an alright start to the season. I mean, they picked up a point against Fulham, and it was a very well earned point. And yeah, -5. They kept the goal difference very well for obviously against Man City and Liverpool. They kept it down quite well, and they even went 1 up against Man City. But this game, I think Brighton are just too good for Ipswich. Brighton got a good squad, good manager. I have no doubts about them. But yeah, a 3-0 Brighton for this game. Palace versus Leicester. Now, Palace and Leicester are two of those teams that have started off really badly, both on 1 point, and I think Palace have got a good squad, but they'll eventually start. They'll eventually start moving up the table and finish from mid-table. I don't think they'll get Europe now, but yeah, I think Palace will win this game 3-1. I think Leicester are just... Yeah, Leicester... I watched them against today and they were very bad. And yeah, I don't think they were so bad defensively. That first goal was just so unaware. And Fulham versus West Ham. Fulham have started the season off alright with 1 win, 1 draw and 1 loss on 4 points. West Ham have started off slightly worse, 1 win and 2 losses. I mean, the losses come against Villa and Man City, who are going to be up there, but I think West Ham will win this game. Spoiler alert. I think Fulham are a good side. I back Emil Smith-Rowe to score, and I hope he does for my FPL team. If you're watching, Emil, please score. Not that Emil Smith-Rowe will be scoring YouTube, but yeah. West Ham, I think they've got a good squad, and I think they've got a very good attack. And yeah, they'll win this game 2-1. Liverpool versus my team, Forest. Now, we started off very well, and so with Liverpool. Obviously, Liverpool won all 3 games. We started off with 1 win and 2 draws. The draws very much could have been wins had we managed to convert chances better. We've been creating a lot of chances, we just haven't been able just to convert them. And yeah, I think once we start converting chances, I think we'll be okay. For this game though, last season at Anfield it ended 3-1, 3-0. I mean, I've just given away my score prediction. This season, I think Liverpool still score 3 goals, but I think we'll score. I think we'll score. I think we'll lose this game 3-1. Which, I mean, we haven't had a bad start goal difference wise. This is our first tough game. Man City versus Brentford. Now, Man City, Haaland's just a joke. 7 out of 9 goals have been scored by Haaland. He's outscored 17 Premier League clubs. He's on the same number of goals as Chelsea and Liverpool. Obviously, he can't outscore Man City because he plays for them. But yeah, I think Man City at the Etihad are also just a joke, and I think it'd be a tough game for Brentford. I watched them against Liverpool. I thought they looked like they could score, but this game, I think Brentford lose 3-0. Aston Villa vs Everton. Now, Aston Villa have started off mixed, really. Two wins and one loss. The wins were against West Ham and Leicester. They looked very good against Leicester, though they did look like they wouldn't be able to hold the game out, but they held the game out, and I think that's the main thing that they need to do, just see games out. Whereas Everton obviously bottled it against Bournemouth, 2-0 up, cruising, thinking, they're going to win this game easily. They lose 3-2. I think they will score this game, but I think Villa will have too much for them. 2-1 to the Villains. Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Now, Bournemouth have started this season off. I know we keep basing it off how we've started, but they've started it off with 1 win and 2 draws, the same as us, but they're ahead of us on the alphabetical order. Whereas Chelsea have started the season off with 1 win, 1 draw and 1 loss. Obviously that win come in emphatic fashion, 6-2 against Wolves. That was an away game. Now this is Chelsea's second away game, I believe, and I think they'll win this away game 2-1 to Chelsea. Tottenham versus Arsenal, North London derby. Now, before we get into we'll get into score prediction and that, and then I'll just go to the thing that I want to bring up. Arsenal start with 2 wins and 1 draw. I thought it was very harsh to not beat Brighton. I thought Declan Rice's red card was a joke. Tottenham start off with a win, a draw and a loss. Spoiler alert, I think this will be Tottenham's second draw of the campaign. 2-2, like the first game last season ended, I believe it ended 2-2. But Arsenal having to wear their away kit in this game is a joke, because apparently there's too much white on the sleeves. But the main kit's red, there's barely any white on the actual main. So obviously the sleeves are here, but the main bit of this is red. So we'll still be able to tell who it is. It's an absolute joke, and Tottenham have got to wear their away kit in return. But yeah, we'll move on. Wolves versus Newcastle, which is the final game to predict. Spoiler, Newcastle win this game, I think. Newcastle are a very good team. Wolves, I think they're alright, and I think they'll eventually click and they'll start winning games and they'll rise up the table. But I think Newcastle win this game 2-1. Now, if you want to join the Prediction League, make sure you get your predictions in the comments below. And also, the games will be in the description and the point system will be in the description. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Also, make sure you head over to the Prediction League, to the community tab, where the Prediction League gets updated the most, and also it's where you find updates about the channel. Also, there's an update about another Prediction League, the Carabao Cup and UCL Prediction League, but I won't spoil that for you. Anyway, make sure you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.